Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello fellow writers, my name is Abigail. I'm a person that writes. I'm a writer, and I received feedback for LKZ. This is the story about kids who find a lost kingdom that has a spell placed over it, and so they try to undo the spell and restore the kingdom. But the kingdom's old enemies in the future are trying to stop them from doing that. And in this feedback, which was very, very helpful, I mean, I like it, but it's helpful, talked about the motivations of these characters and that it just wasn't enough, or they just didn't understand why the characters cared. And I had an inkling that that was a problem. I just didn't know how big of a problem it really was. I feel like their motivation, I mean, I get it. They're sacrificing themselves. Why would they do that just because? I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure that out. And I do have an idea of how I can change that. A couple ideas, actually. I mean, I could do both. The problem is I wanted to query this summer, and I just don't know if I could make all those changes in time, so I may have to push that back. I'm just a bit frustrated because I just want to make sure I have a good quality product, and I guess I'm frustrated that I didn't make it enough during draft 3. And so now I have to make those changes, and I just wish that maybe it was good enough. But like I said in my writing journey video, I want to make my work better. That's my focus. I want things to be better. I want things to be good. And so if multiple readers are saying like, oh, you know, the motivation, I guess it's not making sense, then I gotta fix that. Which I did fix it for draft 3, but I guess it wasn't enough. Need something stronger motivations. Another issue was about my narrator. And I honestly don't know how to fix that. I thought that I did fix it to make her more active, more proactive, but I didn't want to make her too proactive because that's not her role. Like, beta readers have said that she's passive, or that she's just not doing as much. She's kind of just learning everything. But that is what she's supposed to be doing. That's the character that I wanted that type of character to tell the story. But I guess maybe that's boring. I don't know. She's not the main character. She's not the one that's supposed to be active and doing things. I purposely wanted to make a side character the narrator, because you always hear from the hero. You always hear from the character that's doing it all and everything is happening to them. But what about the other characters on the side that are just kind of like along for the ride? That's the narrative that I wanted to tell. But maybe the way that I'm writing it is like I'm trying to make her the main character, and I'm failing at that. So how do I make her sound like an actual side character? I don't know. I thought I did that. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask the beta reader. Maybe I'll explain this and ask her and see what she thinks, because I just don't, the type of change, I want to keep my narrator as the person it is. Like, I'm not willing to change that perspective to anyone else. It's her story. Like, she's the one who's supposed to tell it. So it can't be anyone else, or else it's not the same story. So I have to figure that out. And another thing that other beta readers have said was the pacing was kind of slow in the beginning, because it felt, one person said it was like slice of life, which again, I kind of did that on purpose. I wanted to set a foundation of how these people's lives were and their relationships with each other, to show what a drastic change it was after they discovered everything. But then it kind of made it boring for some of them. Up until, like, other things happened. So I guess I could cut a lot of these things out. But then figuring what to cut out is difficult. I think those are the 3 biggest issues. So it's not even the premise of the story itself. It's not even the plot that's the problem. Which is a good thing. You know, I have a good story that people are interested in and they like. I just have to make sure that, one, why my characters care. I have to fix that. 2, the person telling the story, the narrator, has to tell it in a way that keeps the story interesting. And then 3, fixing the pacing so that people don't put the book down before the really important parts come in. The woes of being a writer. But it's also the great things. It's so awesome that there are people willing to help me, to read my entire story and say, here's how you can make it better. And I'm so appreciative of these people. And I love to beta read for others too, for the same reason, is that it's such an awesome position to be in, to help someone better their work. Something that could be really close to their heart. And people are like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for free, or some people pay. This past beta reader, I did pay for that. And I think it's awesome. They're necessary and I really appreciate them. I'm gonna go back to work now. And maybe you'll see me later.